Hello everyone and welcome to the channel, and here is Google Apps Updates Roundup number 71, and in this episode I'm gonna show you 20 new changes in 13 different Google apps. So without further ado, let's jump in. Let's start the episode by talking about Google Photos, and now you can create your cinematic photos without the need to wait for the app to create them for you. All you need to do is to go to Library and then Utilities and then scroll down a bit and you will see Cinematic Photo. From here, you can choose whatever photo you want from your gallery. So let me pick a photo of myself to better show you the animation and then hit create and wait for some time until it finishes. So now the cinematic photo is created and it's basically a 7 seconds video showing you this really nice animation, and if you want to save it to your gallery, simply hit the save button and you are good to go. Change number 2 is related to the trash. Now when you try to delete any item from your gallery, you will get an immediate idea about the amount of storage you will save from your Google account if you have the auto backup turned on. In this case, I'm trying to delete one of the videos and it says you will recover 189 megabytes from your Google account storage. It sounds like a small feature, but I think it's useful. Change number 3 is related to the collages, and Google is consistently adding more styles to the feature. So let me select some photos and try to create a collage to show you what I found. So I think all the ones I'm tapping on right now are new. So please let me know in the comments if you agree with me. Change number 4 and the last one is the addition of 6 Google One exclusive editing features to Google Photos on the web. So for example, when you open any of your photos and click the edit button, you will start to see some of the Google One features with the Google One badge on them showing in your editing tools. So for example, you will see things like portrait light, portrait blur, dynamic, color pop, HDR, and sky. Now we are done with Google Photos, so let's move on to Google Chrome. And the only change I'm going to show you today is the ability to activate the zoom option under the main menu. When you tap on this option, you will get a floating slider at the bottom of the screen. From here, you can increase the zoom level by using the buttons for better precision, or simply drag your finger over the slider. If you want to activate this new feature, simply head over to Settings, scroll down until you find Accessibility, and here you will see a new toggle called Show Zoom option in main menu. Once you turn on the switch, the feature will be activated. You will also notice that the accessibility page as a whole looks different. So here is the older version on the right, and you will notice here that the text scaling is now called Default Zoom. You have 2 buttons on top of the slider to adjust the zoom level instead of only the slider like before. The preview text is now different and looks more presentable with the title on top of it, which wasn't the case before, in addition to the new toggle I just mentioned. Next, keep notes. And here you will find some noticeable improvements. If you are using the app on Android 14, like in my case here, and then try to add an image to your note, you will notice the new photo picker of Android 14 with the Photos and Albums tab on the top, and it has Material You support instead of opening the normal Files app. The second change is in the side menu, and now it supports Material You as well with more rounded corners for the highlights, and overall it looks much better. Change number 3 is related to the Pixel Watch, and now you have a single note tile. So let me try to add a new tile here on the watch and then scroll down a bit until you find an option called Single Note. And when you add this tile to your carousel and then tap on Choose Note for the first time, choose whatever note you want from your list and it will always appear within your tiles. And when you tap on it, it will open this note specifically so you can take quick actions like ticking or unticking the items, like in this case over here. Let's continue with the Pixel Watch to show you one more new feature, which is the ability to add the at-a-glance widget to your watch face. It only works with one watch face for the time being, which is called Utility. And when you tap on the edit button, make sure that the watch face is set to either modular 3 or modular 2 to be able to add the at-a-glance widget, and then swipe once more and you will see a bigger box which will allow you to do this. And when you tap on this box, you will find at a glance in the choices. So let's tap on it and then go back to the watch face. And now I have the date and the weather info showing right here. For now, it doesn't sync any information from my phone and it will always show the date and the weather. But when you tap on it, it will open the weather app if you want to get much more details. Now let's talk about Google News, and it finally started to support Material You, and it's obvious when you look at the navigation bar, but unfortunately it only supports the blue color for now, regardless which color palette you have. But what's more exciting here is the Google News Material You widgets, as they look really nice and they also support your device color palette. Unlike the app, you have two sizes here in the preview, the small size and the big size, in addition to the same old design we used to have for ages. So let's add any of these widgets to the home screen. Let me pick a blank page to be able to resize it freely. The small size will not give you that much of information. It will only show you one article that you can tap on and read it in full, or you can tap on the full coverage button, which will show you the full list of articles waiting for you. But you can convert this widget into the bigger size automatically without the need to remove it and add the other one. All you need to do is to resize it, and that's when you will start to see this page with 5 articles to choose from. So let me make it the biggest size to give you an idea about the design. Here is how it looks. And if you want to check the full coverage, you can simply tap on more news for you. Now let's talk about Google Home specifically on Pixel devices, because now when you access the device controls from your quick settings and then tap and hold on any of your smart lights, like in my case, you will see a totally different page. First, it supports light theme, and this is the first time for me to see it that way. Secondly, the sliders and the buttons are totally different. Starting with the slider, it's much taller and thicker than before, and this will give you a lot more precision when you drag your finger over it to change the brightness, but unfortunately you will not get any haptic feedback when you use it in this page. Under the slider, you have 6 quick shortcuts for 6 different colors, and if you want more, you can tap on this button. Here it will show you the color wheel, so you can drag your finger and choose the color you want, and once you remove your finger, it will show you the color name, and then you have the temperature slider that you can move up or down, and it will do the same thing when you remove your finger. But what I like the most about this feature is the ability to preview all the changes you make here immediately. As I move my finger, I see my light is changing the color. But what if I didn't like what I did? I can simply tap on cancel and it will return back to the previous state without any problems. So that's it when it comes to Google Home. Now let's talk about Family Link. If you use this app like I do, you will definitely enjoy the complete revamp. It now supports Material You, and it also has much bigger and more rounded buttons everywhere that you can see over here. The side menu as well supports Material You. You have 2 arrows here at the top to switch between different accounts. And if you want to lock or play sound on any of your devices, you can simply tap on this new pill button. Here's the new calendar. If you want to set a daily limit or something for the apps, that's what you can do. And here's the new design for the graphs and the usage of your kids. Here's the new location page as well. It looks much better than before, and you can expand this menu at the bottom if you want, and here you have a dedicated section for any notifications you have. So I really like the new design, and you can enjoy it right now on your Android phone. Now let's talk about Gmail, as it got 2 new updates. The first one is in the search. Now when you search for anything in the app, you will see 2 sections for your results. The first one is called Top Results, and the second is called Results in Mail. The first one is dedicated for the most relevant emails to your search query, while anything else will appear in the second section. The second change is just a minor visual tweak. When you go to the app settings, you will notice a slightly bolder font. Now let's talk about Google Messages, and now when you try to share a photo from the app using the camera, you will see some differences. First, when you try to expand the viewfinder, you will see a new photo and video tabs. But when you compare this to the old behavior here on my Pixel 5, when I do the same thing, it will first ask me if I want to take a photo or record a video. So now it's a little bit easier. Plus, on the older version, it will just give you a preview from the normal camera app, but now it has its own dedicated viewfinder. And when you tap to focus, you will get this new focus circle with 2 brackets that will turn green once your phone nails the focus to make sure that your image is crisp. And here you have at the top right corner a quick toggle for the flash, and that's pretty much it. Next, Google Play Store. And here we have 2 new changes. The first one is under Other Devices. Now you will see 2 new filters, one for Chromebook and one for tablet, and that's obviously after the release of the Pixel tablet. And the second change here, when you open any app and try to access the About section, you will notice here that the information will appear from the bottom towards the top and then slide back down. Now let's talk about the Fitbit app. What's new here is the ability to migrate from a dedicated Fitbit account to your Google account, and that will make it less confusing because you can only have one Google account for everything, including Fitbit. To do this step, just tap the profile picture at the top left corner and you will see here a section called Move Your Account to Google with a button called Move Account. So let's tap on it and follow the steps. It will first give you a quick hint that you will be able to use compatible Fitbit devices and features, and you can review your existing setup before you move. So let's tap on Get Started to see what's going to happen. Step number 1 in the process is to choose your Google account. So when you tap on this, it will show you the default one. Tap on Continue. Then you can review and confirm what you want to move from Fitbit to Google. It says here at the top that the Fitbit profile info like your height and weight will move to your Google account along with your health and wellness data. You can update your profile info or delete the health and wellness data you don't want to move. So for example, you can tap on Manage here on the profile info and you can update this data or delete it entirely. And the same thing can be applied to the health and wellness. It will take some time to show you what's gonna migrate here. So you can tap on each one and you can decide if you want to delete this data before moving or you want to keep it in the migration process. And now let's tap on Continue. Then it will show you the devices connected to your Fitbit account, and here you can decide to keep or disconnect any of them. You have also the chance to see what features included in these devices by tapping on the hyperlink, and it will take you to the Fitbit website to show you what data included on these devices, but I will keep my Google Pixel Watch as it is and tap on Continue. And the next step is to review your connected apps, and in my case I have Google Assistant, Activity, Google Assistant Sleep, and the Fitbit data. And it says here that you can disconnect any of them, and if you took the action from here, the disconnection will take place anyways, even if you didn't continue with the steps. So you need to be careful, and I'm gonna tap on Continue. And then we have some preferences here to adjust about the notifications like the news and updates, research events, and research invites, and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna turn off any notifications and tap on Continue. Step number 3 and the last one is to review how Google uses Fitbit data and agree to move. And when you tap on this one, it will show you the terms and conditions with some tick boxes to tick before agreeing to the terms, and then tap on Agree and Move. And now I'm done. Now I moved to my Google account and then I agree again. And now all my Fitbit data has been migrated to my Google account, and that's much easier in my opinion. You will also notice that the app header is now slightly different. The profile picture moved from the left side towards the right to match any other Google app, and you only have the gear icon over here to access your settings. Next, we have Google Assistant. And now all the reminders you set with the Assistant will be saved inside Google Tasks, and instead of being saved into a dedicated section in the Google Assistant settings called Reminders, which requires a lot of steps to access and do actions on them. But all you need to do now is to open the Google Tasks and take the actions you want right away from here. So let me show you a quick demo. Remind me to call my friend tomorrow morning. So now I'm done with the reminder, and as you see here, it's giving me a suggestion to open tasks, and when I do this, now I have the reminder over here. Now let's end this video by talking about the Google One app, as it got a new feature called Dark Web Monitoring. This feature will allow you to monitor your data in the dark web and get notified if there is any breach. So for example, it says here you can start monitoring for your email address, choose to add other info to monitor later, like the info on your Google account and your social security number, which is only available for US, and finally get notified and take action with guidance on what to do when your info is found on the dark web. So this feature will help you keep your data secure. If you have a free Google account, you can only monitor for your email address. But if you are a Google One subscriber, you will get additionally the ability to monitor other personal info, including your social security number if you are in the US. So let's tap on Start Monitoring to see what's going to happen. So now it shows me all the personal info I have saved to my Google account, and I can select what I want to monitor and what's not. So I can tap on Select All and then tap on Allow. Then it will ask you if you want to add your social security number, which is over here. I don't have one. You can also add your address. You can add another email, and you can add your phone number if you want. And once you're done, tap on the Done button. and now you have the dark web report available for you. So that's pretty much it for today. Those are all the new changes I wanted to show you. And by the way, I did some enhancements to my video's quality, including the lights, the sound, and the way I designed the table. So please let me know in the comments how this impacted your experience. But for now, thanks so much for watching and see you the next video.